Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're here on location at the gorgeous Gruno's Diamonds, which is adjacent to the Westtown Mall and next to Toys R Us.
Yes, it is gorgeous.
There's a lot of cool, nifty things here.
I have some items I've fallen in love
with.
with.
I see that.
Yeah.
You're sort of grabbing something new every time we come back from break.
I know, I can't help myself. It's dangerous, but it's good dangerous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, our next two guests are going to talk about some other nifty items that you can get. We've got James Flister and Denise Cole from Best of Janesville and Revamped Vintage. Welcome to the program, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Good to have you here. Good to have you back. This is our second time that you and I have talked, James.
Yes.
So I'm wondering if you guys can talk to us a little bit about what sets you apart from a typical antique store.
Sure. So we pride ourselves on not being just your typical antique store. We have a variety of artists and local entrepreneurs, and we've got about 30 or 40 local vendors and a variety of antiques and collectibles. And the thing we really pride ourselves on is the repurposed furniture. We like to consider ourselves like a picker's paradise and a destination for repurposers. And so, we're really lucky to have Denise from Revamped Vintage with her repurposed furniture.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's so cool because there's a lot of shows out there right now that I think have brought a lot of attention to what you guys are doing. American Pickers, I think, is one. There's I could probably list 10 if I had time.
Sure,
but it's neat because it brings people like you kind of to the forefront. And you guys are doing this right here in our area. People can come see you. And you're actually inside of Revamped Vintage. So talk to us a little bit about some of the items that you repurpose.
I take a lot of older furniture and I'll, like even if something is missing a drawer, I'll repurpose it into like an entertainment center or do projects with it. I'm currently working on a Lego dresser for a customer.
Oh, cool.
And I see a lot of people throw furniture away and I ask them that they bring it to me because you can make it beautiful again. It doesn't need to be in the landfills.
It's neat how, the style has really gone from, we're not looking for that cookie cutter furniture and artwork and all that stuff anymore. It's all about having those unique pieces in your home. And that's what you do.
Yes.
Love it.
And there is quite a bit of unique items and a variety of different items to choose from. Where do you guys find your unique vendors that bring you those items?
Sure. So that's kind of the fun part for us is we're always out there picking, at auctions and rummage sales and flea markets and stuff, and you kind of start to see these same people, over and over. It kind of becomes a community, and it's kind of fun to see these guys over and over. And they kind of find us too because they may be a customer or they may be somebody that we've been in their store before. They may have an existing store and they want to have a little offshoot, a little extra space. But it's really an affordable way for somebody to present their stuff and showcase their artwork or their collectibles or their antiques or whatever they may be into, and just present it to the public and give an opportunity for people to check it out.
Absolutely. Cool. Just like Denise, and she's got her shop right in there, so that you can actually find Revamped Vintage inside Best of Janesville and all these other different vendors, which is so cool. And let's talk a little bit, so that's kind of the business model. So let's talk a little bit about how the community has embraced sort of what you do. It's really got a community feel because you've got all this great local talent.
Sure. The community really has embraced it. We get all kinds of positive feedback on our Facebook page and from customers walking through and stuff. We even get comments that it's got kind of a museum feel to it, and obviously we're looking to sell and not just showcase and stuff, but it's got that feel to it because it is so creative with the different vendors and stuff. They're constantly reworking their booths and bringing stuff in, so it's got that unique creative feel to it.
Well, and I got that feeling. I've been to shop, I have to admit, and I got that feeling of like, I wish I had a friend there, because as I was walking through, I had all my little vignettes that I really preferred, certain favorites.
Sure.
And I wished I had somebody. There was so many cool items to go, oh my God, look at that.
Yeah.
You almost need to bring a friend when you shop because there's so much fun stuff to look at.
Now, I'm kind of curious to know, you talked about like going to flea markets and different shows and things like that. If let's say I had an item that I wanted to sell at Best of Janesville, do you have to find it there, or could I just bring it in, or how does that work?
You can do either or. We've got customers who are finding stuff there. We've got, especially with Denise, we've got customers who are bringing her pieces to revamp, and she also is out there picking and stuff too. And so she'll find raw pieces, or we'll find raw pieces. My grandma is like the rummage sale queen, so she's out there finding pieces for us, and they all just find their way back to our shop. and whether Denise, revamps it up and then sells it, or if a customer has a custom order in mind for Denise, she can fulfill that as well.
And I have to throw in that being a rummage sale queen is really an art form. There's a kind of a whole
So
It
true.
is,
So-
definitely.
And real quick before we go, talk to us a little bit about any events that you guys do, because I know you have some fun things.
Sure. So we've got an event planned once a month, the third weekend of the month. We're going to do a large outside sale, and so that's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday event, and that's free for anybody who wants to come and set up their booth outside and just sell their stuff and showcase their stuff. And we just like to have a friendly atmosphere. We'll have some food trucks available, and it's kind of a flea market, craft market, vendor market, all rolled into one.
Sounds
Very
fun.
cool. Well, James Flister and Denise Cole from Best of Janesville and Revamped Vintage, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks for
Guys.
having us.
Don't go away. When we come back, we'll be talking with Brent Mead, the owner of Bruno's Diamonds.
Yes.
It's Wisconsin family.